I remember being in the hospital, and he would be standing at the hospital in my room door with his arms folded and just standing there like protecting me, watching who came in. And but my mom was always there for me. She even called when I was in a coma for 6 weeks, and she would call people she knew that I would get a reaction out of. So she called this guy Steve, and he came in, and as soon as I heard his voice, my legs started moving. And it was, I can't imagine how my mom felt with her daughter, laying there. Her heart just lifted when that happened.
What I see to myself, I help people, do a lot for people, and just be me.
That's cool. Okay, so you like to help people.
That's right.
That's good. That's really perfect. Yeah,
Yep.
thank you. That's
I
very
ain't
nice.
watching nobody arms.
We need more people like you.
My milestone was for me to be able to sit up for 12 hours if I had to. The triumph that I had was looking in the mirror and seeing the original Astasia. Not the hurt Astasia, the original Astasia.
I think that's beautiful. That sounds beautiful just to say that. You don't look at the past. You look at the future.
Amen.
With trial and tribulation comes the opportunity for growth, wisdom, understanding, and the ingredients needed to make the most out of life thereafter. My name is Alvin. I'm the producer of the podcast and a creative job coach here at M.A.R.C. And with this show, we want to give a voice to the voiceless and help to present the stories of true warriors. Each episode is different. Different hosts, different guests, different points of views. But the main idea is to show what a second chance at life means to the TBI community. As we bridge the gap between survivors, their teams, their families, and the people who are oblivious to this cause, we hope to bring positivity and light to the world. We don't take it lightly that you tuned in. Your support is greatly appreciated. Be sure to visit our website at marktherapies.com and also follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube at M.A.R.C. Therapies to stay up to date on all things M.A.R.C. Have a wonderful day, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, welcome to Live, home of the Overcomers, a podcast where we explore the new lives of TBI survivors and people who support their journey. I'm Carol Ann, and each episode we dive into stories of resilience, recovery, and what it takes to build a new life after a brain injury. I'm here with my husband, Douglas. Just to ask him a few questions. This is Douglas.
All right, thanks, Carol. Thanks. You want to go ahead and start?
Sure. If you can just let us tell people who you are as a person.
Okay. So when I first met Carol Ann, at that time I was on a recovery journey of my own, and we met through mutual friends, and I got to know Carol Ann a little bit from the peripheral, so from the side. We didn't meet directly. We met through our friends, and as I got to know Carol Ann a little bit more, one of the things that attracted me to her at that time was her personality. So her personality was, you could tell she was always laughing, telling jokes, and a very lively, seemed to be a very fun person. And that's initially what attracted me to Carol Ann.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where are you from? I mean, where did you grow up?
Yeah, so I grew up in a small town, very close to where Carol Ann, where you grew up, and we have found out, subsequently. So I own a landscape company, and I've been at it for quite a few years. So.
Okay. can you tell about our family? You know, your sisters were, you know, your family was growing up.
Well, can I back up just a little bit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we eventually, we started dating.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
We started dating, and we spent about a year together dating, and we decided, and during that time we got to know each other a little bit. You shared with me some of your traumas and some of the struggles that you had. I think part of what I saw in you initially was your strong will, and some of the things that you had overcome was you got in a very bad car accident and sustained a brain injury. I really had no idea. You know, that's not what I saw. You know, I saw Carol Ann. And so it didn't push me away from you. It actually intrigued me and brought me to look at you through more loving eyes, actually. And the more I got to know you, the more strong-willed I found out that you were. You know, and I think those character traits are some of the things that has helped you overcome a lot. And then I found out that you had some support behind the scenes, some medical support, and some people who were helping you to get your life back on track. Physically, for sure, some mental things that you were challenged with at that time, and you know, I encouraged you to, you know, obviously continue with that because it had brought you a long ways. So I'm grateful to this day to where you've gotten into M.A.R.C. And the opportunities that M.A.R.C. gives you is just amazing. It's amazing. It's helped you
It
grow
is.
so much.
Yeah. It opened a lot of doors.
Yeah. So M.A.R.C. came to you after there was a brief pause in that care, like for a year or so, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was kind of left hanging and then so I was,
That was when they changed the laws
yeah,
in Michigan, and
Yeah.
they took away the support that you had,
right.
that I was originally talking about, that, you know, we had. So there was that pause.
Right. And so I think people that have sustained a closed head injury, they need that constant support. And when you take some of it away, you say, oh, they're doing well, and you start pulling some of that stuff away, you go right back down, you know. So, I mean, I need that constant support.
Yeah, you were getting depressed and felt lost, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Very much so. Do you find that being in a relationship with me, it gave you more challenges than it would be, other than me being me, you know, but like with the head injury, do you see that gave you more challenges, more things to adapt to?
Actually, I don't. So the brain injury itself is not the challenges that we do on a daily basis. I think if anything, again, when we're faced with life's challenges, I think together we find a way to overcome them. And I know that once you set your mind to something, you've got the support behind the scenes when I'm not there to help encourage you to take a path. And I mean, M.A.R.C. specifically has been, the people here are amazing, and they've given you tools to help you to improve your ability to reason through things.
Okay, yeah, I definitely feel the growth that I've got from Mark. But I do need to ask you this.
Uh-oh.
So with having a brain injury, and I know asking somebody who does not have a brain injury to understand when I can't remember things, when things, you know, you might have just told me and it's like, yeah, you know, I don't remember. And so, because with my head injury, my long-term memory is there, but my short-term goes like that. So
It's-
how is it for you to deal with?
If I'm honest, it's difficult. Because especially so separating the home life from work for me at times is challenging because at work I'd be saying, can you do this or can you do that? And if I say to Caroline, I say to you, we're going to be going to do this, or hey, we were talked about doing that, and you say, well, this is the first time you told me, and I'll be, no, I've told you this before, and I forget sometimes. I forget that you've got these challenges. I really do. It's not first and foremost on my mind. I do have to be reminded too, and so I do get frustrated sometimes. I think we're able to overcome it, and
We are.
you remind me, hey, I just didn't remember, and I have to say okay, and then we talk about it again. So yeah, there are times when there's a constant reminder needed. It's not all the time, but it's as we're getting older, I think we could always attribute it to one thing or another, but I think we're finding ways around it.
Yeah, we are. So, what advice would you have for a new survivor? Like for not
Yeah.
what advice would you give to somebody in your position if they married somebody that had it?
So I was at a job when I talked about marrying you, and I talked to it was actually Henry's wife Sherry. We were working together, and I said I think I'm going to ask Caroline to marry me, and she said you're going to have your hands full, and I said I don't care, and so you have to be prepared. If you're asking me what I would say to somebody else who wants to get in a relationship with a person, you have to be patient. You have to have patience. You have to be understanding, and you got to be full of love. You do, because if you come from those places, I think most things can be overcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What role do you think you've had in my recovery? Like, where do you think?
I think we've been able to help each other out. I think my life has gotten dramatically better just having you in my life. You have brought a perspective into my life that I didn't have before. So you gave me, the insight into what's possible when things seem impossible. You've
Thank you.
Yeah, you've achieved some things that I'm sure you didn't know were in you, and found out things about yourself. For instance, your artistic ability is unbelievable. You're so talented, and I don't think you even knew that. Your painting and your crafts and things like that. I mean, they're amazing. And the other thing about you too is I think one of the things that's been brought out is your compassion for others. Like, because of your situation, I think you've allowed others to be themselves, and you bring out the best in other people. You really do. So
Thank you.
I wanted to see are the things that you miss about your former self, like do you see comparisons to how you are today, from like where you were before the accident? Can you remember those things, or do you ever compare those things?
Well, there are things like after you sustain a head injury, things about yourself get amplified. Like, let's say you swore, a lot. You would swear a whole lot more after a head injury. Or you laughed, you would laugh more. You know what I mean? And
Is that why you were always telling jokes? You like the humor.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. But I think what I noticed, and I believe I was somewhat impatient before my accident, but now I just don't have any patience.
Nope.
So, and thank God for you because you are very patient with me. But so my patience is, that's one big thing that I notice.
Mm-hmm.
And tolerance of rudeness or tolerance of people not treating others well
Right.
is not real good right now, so.
Yeah. So, what role has your family played?
It played a big role.
Your mom, your dad
My-
specifically?
Yeah, my mom, my dad. My dad, I remember being in the hospital and he would be standing at the hospital in my room door with his arms folded and just standing there like protecting me, watching who came in but my mom was always there for me. She even called when I was in a coma for 6 weeks, and she would call people she knew that I would get a reaction out of. So she called this guy Steve, and he came in, and as soon as I heard his voice, my legs started moving.
Mm.
And it was, I can't imagine how my mom felt with her daughter, laying there. Her heart just lifted when that happened.
Yeah.
But they helped me a lot. They drove me places. Yeah.
Now, what would you say to somebody who doesn't have a family, close family, that is able to give that support? I mean, what other options would they have?
A lot of people don't. So they would have. So my parents weren't there all. My family, my brothers too.
But when your family wasn't there, who stepped in? Was it places like M.A.R.C? Was it?
Yeah, I mean, I was with other. What do you call them?
Support?
Institution, or went and lived at different places,
Mhm.
and so I would have a team there that supported me,
Mhm.
and just like.
But that was just
Yeah.
in-house, though, right?
Yeah, but I have a case manager.
Okay.
So I think if you're, it's not. We're talking auto accidents. So when you have auto, you have your insurance.
A little different.
And so then you have a case manager. So if you're not in an auto accident, you really don't have the case manager. You don't have the same support as you do when you're having insurance to fall back on.
So those people, do you think M.A.R.C would be a good fit? The people that, you know what I mean, that don't have that?
Well, and if they had the money to support it, you know what I mean, because it does cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, M.A.R.C has been awesome. I wish I knew of M.A.R.C when I had my accident in 1989. You
Yeah.
know,
I'm not sure it was even created then.
M.A.R.C was not
Right.
Medical Alternative Rehab Center,
Uh-huh.
but M.A.R.C, the vocational work was not here.
Right.
But
What part do
M.A.R.C
you think that plays, the vocational?
oh, it's awesome. Gives me, I can be around other people,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also a recovering addict, and so I can relate the M.A.R.C to Narcotics Anonymous. Like in Narcotics Anonymous, you're with people that you have the similarities with, and same thing with M.A.R.C. There's people here that have gone through the same things that I've gone through. Some people are higher functioning and some people are lower functioning, but you have something in common. You have a closed head injury, and you need assistance in some things. And so coming to M.A.R.C, I was able to see that. And then I always knew that some people have are very strong in some areas. They might not be as high functioning, but they're so strong in some areas, whether it be on computers, whether it be in music, singing, art. There's different areas people have their strengths. Everybody is given a gift. And sometimes their gifts don't come out until after they have a closed head injury. You know,
Interesting.
so like me, I never knew I could. I can do art. You know, I never knew I could paint. I never knew I could create things. You know, but Mark brought that out. I was able to see it. They've opened a bunch of doors for me, and I think a lot of people that have a head injury should have the opportunity to see that, experience that.
Yeah, I can definitely see myself how it's made a dramatically positive change for you. You know, when you started, you know, kind of sliding a little bit, and once Mark came into the picture, like even, you know, your whole life, personal life has gotten so much better and giving you a lot of focus. And you've met some wonderful people here, and I know that, you know, they're grateful to have you around. You know what I mean? Like, so they, you know, and I'm sure some of the other people who are here as part of the program, you know, are encouraged by you. And yeah, it's pretty amazing how this has all worked. And
It's my happy place.
it's your happy place. Yeah, it's a good place to be. There's no doubt about it. Can you describe any triumphs or milestones? Like you kind of touched on it a little bit just now.
Well,
Or any, how about any advice for a new survivor?
Well, triumphs. I'm coming up on 21 years clean. That's and from what I understand, having a closed-head injury can sometimes exasperate. I don't know if that's the right word. You're wanting to use. Even person that's not. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if not being an addict, but so I've got 21 years clean.
It's a big one.
And meeting you, that was, you know, because after having a head injury, I was 27 when I had my head injury. I was 45 when I married you.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where I was going to be after a head injury, you know, because I didn't see myself as normal. You know, I knew that I had deficits. I knew that I just thought they were more apparent than they actually are, you know. But so that's a triumph, marrying you, meeting you, and having you love me. But and the advice I would give somebody that sustained a closed-head injury would be never give up. You know, always have, always reach for your dreams. I don't know why I'm hoarse. Always reach for your dreams.
Here, take a sip.
Never think that you're not good enough.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Well, I
don't really. I think we touched on pretty much all of it. You know, I'm so grateful for you. You help me each day. You know, being patient, reminding me of things, and you know, and that's one thing that I love about Mark is that, you know, they help me with my memory, because I had sustained my head injury in 1989, and I think the longer you have a head injury, you know, they tell you that, you know, you have your head injury and you're gonna increase, you're gonna get to your best, and then you start going down after time. And so then I have time bringing me down, my age, the length I've had a head injury, and also being a recovering addict. So that's all playing on my mind, and being diabetic. So I'm so grateful for where I'm at today, and for that I also have to thank God.
Thank you, Carol. Thanks for sharing.
I thank you for coming in, and I really, really appreciate it. It means so much to me. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're listening to Live, Home of the Overcomers, brought to you by M.A.R.C Therapies. Here, we share real stories, real challenges, and real victories from the traumatic brain injury community. But none of this would be possible without support from people like you. Every year, thousands of people in Michigan experience life-changing brain injuries. The road to recovery is long and complex, and many survivors and their families struggle to find the resources they need. The Brain Injury Association of Michigan is dedicated to providing education, advocacy, and support for those affected by brain injuries. They can't do it alone. Your donation can make a real difference. It helps fund life-changing programs, support groups, and critical resources for survivors and their loved ones. Whether it's a one-time gift or a monthly contribution, every dollar brings hope and healing to those who need it most. Visit biami.org/donate today and be part of this vital mission. It's biami.org/donate. Or simply scan the QR code to make your contribution quickly and easily. If you have any questions, reach out to the Brain Injury Association of Michigan at 810-229-5880. Your generosity has the power to change lives. Thank you for listening, for caring, and for standing with the brain injury community. Now, let's get back to the conversation.
Hi, my name's Shelly. I'm back again, and this time I'm interviewing Bobby. Hello, Bobby. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good too. Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Actually, probably a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about you as a person.
I'm a very nice, good person.
Is that because you say so, or other people say so?
Other people say so, too.
Other people do. Oh, good. So other
Yes.
people say you're nice. Very good. That's good. So, and what else? You're a nice person. Do you work hard? Do you? Are you happy? Are you joking? I mean, tell me about yourself.
I love myself for what I do.
Oh, you do. That's perfect.
Yes.
Well, that's good. You don't have to say anything else more. I like how you said you life for yourself because that's really nice. Okay. Now, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Detroit.
Detroit? Okay.
Yes.
And how old are you right now?
Oh, 56.
56. Okay.
Thanks to him.
And what do you do? Like, what's your career? Like, how do you define yourself? Like, I'm Bobby. I am a newspaper delivery person. Or I'm Shelly. I'm brain injured. I don't have anything to do. I don't know. What would you say about yourself?
What I say to myself, I help people, do a lot for people, and just be me.
That's cool. Okay, so you like to help people.
That's right.
That's good. That's really perfect. Yeah,
Yep.
thank you. That's
I
very
ain't
nice.
watching the bunny arms.
We need more people like you.
There you go.
Okay, and okay now, how is your relationship with your family and your friends? Like, do you have your family with you and your friends? What's up with that?
No,
No, you don't have any family.
I got family.
Oh, you do have family. Are they behind you on your injury?
No.
No, they're not. So you are on your own.
There you go.
Okay, so you've had to be on your own. So
Yep.
that's not good, but
Thanks to him.
you're doing really good.
Yep.
As far as I can see, you're doing very good.
Yeah.
Okay, then, and how did your brain injury occur? and what impacts did it have on your life?
What you mean?
How did your accident happen?
Oh, truck.
You got hit by a truck. Were you in a car or
No, walking.
You were walking. You got hit by a truck. Wow.
7 and Telegraph.
Wow.
45 feet in the air.
Wow. Okay, and then you came down. Wow. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's just too much for me. Okay. So then, did the truck driver stop?
Nope.
Okay, just hit you, kept on going, and then so you were injured. You were laying in the middle of the street.
Nope. I was in the ditch.
You were in a ditch, and how'd you get help? Who helped you?
Somebody ran through and saw it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Saw it happen. Wow. Had 1,000 people out there.
Good. Well, at least someone saw it. Thank gosh. 'Cause, wow. Because you wouldn't be here with us. Thank gosh you are. Yay.
The angels.
Oh wow. Yes. Okay. So then, how did this accident affect your life?
Ain't too much affect too much to nothing.
It what?
It ain't affect too much to nothing.
It-
It come back.
So you're saying you didn't like your life before?
No, I liked my life before, but I wouldn't expect for that to happen.
You didn't expect that to happen? Okay, and that just blew your mind.
It blew it out.
It really.
That's why I'm dizzy.
And you're like, what can I do? My life is over.
Yep.
Okay.
Second chance.
Okay, then you saw Mark, or you were told about Mark, and then you started to work here.
Yep.
And you like Mark? Do you like this place?
Yes.
Okay, well that's very good.
See all the braids in here. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that cool how we see how everybody is like living their life now since we have this brain injury and it ended? Mark's helping us all get
Yeah.
along. It's perfect. Okay, and then
You make some cookies.
and bake some cookies. Well, if you bake some cookies, let me have some. Okay, and okay, what would you like people to know about you now that you've been brain injured? How would you like when you're walking down the street and you introduce yourself to somebody? What would you say?
I ain't got to do that. People's already will blow their horns.
No, I'm asking you.
Okay, I will say my name is Bobby.
Okay.
And what is your name?
Okay.
My name is Cynthia's.
Okay.
Okay, but I got to give my information out.
Okay, so you wouldn't say, "Hi, my name is Bobby, and I had an accident in my." Okay, so you.
When I give my HIPAA rights out.
Okay, good. That's
There you go.
good. All right, cool. So you just say, "How you doing? This is me," and deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. Okay, so you don't give the excuse of your brain injury.
Nope.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. That's very good.
That's what you don't give out.
I sometimes give that information out just because I'm looking stupid. So I go, wait, I got a brain injury.
You don't want nobody to know about your business.
Well, they have to know why I'm so dumb. Just kidding. Okay, okay. Are there things that you miss in your former self?
Yeah, working.
You're working right now.
With the kids. I'm talking about with the kids.
Oh, really? You used to work with kids.
Yes, indeed. Detroit Public Schools.
Oh, wonderful. And that you really like that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
25 years.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
The principal right there.
That's the principal. Okay. Well, that's really great. And so you liked your job. You liked your before the accident. You were happy, and then this accident happened, and then the world came crashing down, and then what'd you do?
What I do for what?
What'd you do? Like what'd you say? What am I gonna do with my life? I'm brain injured now. What can I do?
I didn't know where I was going then.
Okay, you didn't have any idea what was.
No, I didn't know where I was going to be any places.
Okay, so.
Like, assisted living, and I think I'd be in the streets.
Oh, okay. So
You know what
you
I'm saying?
didn't. Okay, so you.
I didn't know where I was going to be at.
Okay, so you just were, you didn't know anything. You're like, what? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who I'm going to talk to. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that came from your brain injury, and that really,
Yeah,
really,
hi, Kim.
that really
Yep.
stinks. Dang. Okay, now, okay, so your friends and your family and nobody helped you with the recovery. You
Nope.
did it all yourself. Good. Congratulations, you did a darn
Sure
good job.
did.
You did a darn good job.
Got out the wheelchair myself.
Good for you. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I got a wheelchair too.
Thanks to John.
Good. See, that's good. See, I love it getting out of wheelchairs. Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be my car, but it wasn't.
Oh, well, that's good because now you can get a real car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, how do you envision your future in terms of this journey that you've been placed onto?
I just stay active.
You stay active.
There you go.
Okay, just stay active and just keep moving and.
Just keep it moving.
Yep. Good. Keep it moving and not worry about anything. Just keep on going.
Nope.
That's a great way to do it.
If I blow my nose right, I'm good.
Okay. Then now, okay. Do you have any advice that you would give a new survivor?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I help a whole lot of people.
So
Survivors.
yeah.
I save people's lives.
Okay. Now you save people's lives. How do you save people's lives?
If I see you fall in the street, I'm stepping over there to you.
Okay.
And I will hold traffic.
Okay.
I did it before.
Okay, I see.
A guy fell in the middle of the street, I helped him. Called the M.A.R.C. I blocked every traffic.
Oh wow. Okay.
Side by side, blocked every traffic.
Okay.
And I helped him.
And then when you were hurt, nobody helped you.
Nobody.
You know, this world is just a strange world.
There wasn't nobody out there but me. Going to M.A.R.C, right?
But you haven't let this hurt you.
No.
You still help people.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Thank you for kicking me. That sounds so
I'm
good.
yeah,
It felt good.
I was gonna do it harder, but I thought
That's cool. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay. What advice would you have for an individual supporting someone with a brain injury?
What you mean about?
Like, say my sister was here and she was supporting me on my brain injury. What would you say to my sister?
Good job or something like that?
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So you'd say to somebody helping, you're doing a good job. They're coming
Yep.
along great. Okay. You pump them up.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's a great way to do it. That's a great
That's what
way
I
to
do
do
around
it.
here.
You're pumping them up. Yeah.
That's what I do around here.
That's perfect. You're great. That's perfect. So Bobby is a pumper upper. Yay.
Yep.
That's great. That's really great. And now, I'm not sure about anything else I'm asking you. I think I'm done with my interview because you've just been fantastic. So you're Bobby, and you like to help people.
Yep.
Perfect. That's really good. A lot of people around here not like that. And we need people like you. We definitely need people like you.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
All right, then.
Kim, can you come scratch my ear?
All right, now I'm done with my interview. You guys have a good day. Bobby will be back soon.
Bye.
Hello, I am with Mr. Stasia. This is Roman, and I will be conducting a interview with Mr. Stasia.
Hello.
Thank you. That brings cheer to my smile right now. Can you tell me more? Tell me about yourself.
Well, I am a widow. I have 2 sons, a wonderful mother,
Ooh,
5 brothers with 2 deceased, and I have a happy life. I live over in Farmington Road. I have a nice little home there that I built for myself. And I can truly say I'm a happy person.
Yes, I noticed. You always come in with a smile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have another question. What did you do for education in your lifetime?
Well, my full education is a bachelor's degree in general studies from the University of Michigan.
That's why I like her. That's why I like her. She got that UFM pride. All
Yes.
right. Thank you. Uh, besides that, yeah. Besides, what is your hobbies? What did you do?
My hobby, as all women's like to do, I like to shop. Also, I like to grow plants in my room. My little garden helps my soul thrive. I also like little stained glass that I could afford. And I just like dressing nice, being clean
Yes.
with my conversations, with my attitude. And that, all this helps me be happy
Yes.
with Astasia. I do Astasia only. And I don't mess with nobody. And I don't like when nobody tell me how to act. So I'm not going to tell nobody else how to act.
I like that. I like that. I noticed that about you. Uh, how's your relationship with your family besides with friends and family besides
I
that?
have a good relationship with my family. We all love one another. My mother is in her 80s now.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing to hear.
Right. And like I said, two of my brothers deceased.
Oops, sorry to hear that.
I have two sons who I adore,
Yes.
and we love one another. So I have enough family, hugging on me and loving me,
Yes. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
which I give the same back to them.
Yes. All right. Here's my next question for you. If you don't feel like answering it, I understand. How did you get your brain injury? If you,
Well, I have a lowercase paralysis in my leg. I don't exactly have a brain injury. I got that when I got hit by a car crossing the street on Woodward Avenue.
oh, ooh,
That's how I got it. And they said they didn't know if I'd be able to walk, but I think that's been 20 years. No, not that long, like 15 years ago. And lots of therapy, and I haven't been able to walk yet. But I lay it in God's hands.
yes. What are the challenges you are faced, both physically and emotionally?
Challenges physically is I can't walk. So I can't, do everything that I would like to do in the time limit. So it takes me a long time to get around for certain subjects to complete them and get them done. And would you say the next part of it?
Emotionally.
And emotionally, that don't hurt me no more. I have to, pace myself
Yeah.
and think about things and know that eventually it's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you describe your recovery process and any major obstacle you encountered along the way?
Yeah, my recovery process has been really good. I started back in physical therapy,
That's good.
and they worked me until, just wasn't, we had done everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say in the last 3 or 4 years, I haven't been enrolled in a therapy program. But where I live at, they have PT. And when I go down there on the weekends, I do PT. The days that I don't work.
Yes.
But I think I reached my peak to where I'm going to be. I just have to maintain it.
Yes. As a brain injury survivor, what would you want someone to know about yourself?
That life always gives you another chance. As long as you're living and breathing, there's always a chance to meet your dreams to make what you need to make happen for you.
Okay, that sounds good. In what way have you adopted to change brought to by your injury?
Say that again.
In what way have you adopted to the change brought by your injuries? Or did I just say that?
Yeah, you just said that's
Okay,
that's good. That's good. I understand it now.
Okay. I'm sorry if I thought I didn't say it. Okay. Um,
Well, like I say, I have to do things in a different way without my legs,
yeah.
but I'm able to still accomplish most of what I had before I had the accident.
Yes.
I'm still able to do most of what I had. Um, some things is just not possible,
Yes.
but most of it I'm still able to do with my upper
Yes.
arms, and I can stand up with a walker or a standing frame and
Yeah.
take some steps.
Yes.
Or walk as long as like a parallel bar before I have to sit down.
Yes.
But I'm working on physical therapy and vocational therapy.
Okay. What role has friends, family, and or healthcare professionals play in your recovery?
Oh, they helped me a whole. They helped me a whole lot. They have gave me confidence that I can do the things that I do, and they gave me confidence to gather myself and still be Astasia. And then life is not hard. You just have to live it.
Yeah. I can say this about you, Mr. Stager. The only thing I can say is I want you to take it with a happy pill. The only thing I see is one Stager. I call you Janet Jackson, but I call you Mrs. Stager because you bring that brightness out of anybody. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Um, can you describe any moments of triumph or milestone in your recovery that will sac will huh? Okay. Can you describe your any moment of triumph or or milestone in your recovery?
Milestone.
Yeah.
My milestone was for me to be able to sit up for 12 hours if I had to.
Mm.
The triumph that I had was looking in the mirror and seeing the original Astasia, not the hurt Astasia, the original Astasia.
I I think that's beautiful. You know that sounds beautiful just to say that. You don't look at the past. You look at the future.
Amen.
And what advice would you have for a new survivor?
I would say give it time, because time heals all wounds inside your body and outside your body. Work to achieve the things that you're looking to achieve and achieve them. You will feel better emotionally. And if you want a job, you can work here in M.A.R.C Therapies. They will hire you, and you can be happy again as well.
One more question, and I'm let it go. What advice would you have for any individual support someone with a brain injury, or because it says it again. It says it right here. Right here, and then it's right here.
Yeah, just the last one.
Oh, what advice would you have for an individual supporting someone with a brain injury?
I would pat them on their back and tell them it's going to get better, and give them encouragement every day, and give them rewards when you think that they might need a reward.
Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that. What happens that? Where was you at when I needed it? But that's all I have for you, Mrs.
Well,
Stasia.
thank you.
Nice working, nice chit
Nice
chatting
working
with you.
with you.
Nice working with you. You always a dear. Always a dear. You always come in with a smile, so I don't have no problem with you.
Well, thank you.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for interviewing me.
You welcome. You always a 10. You always a 10.
Thanks.
Everybody else is probably right 9 or 8. You a 10.
Thanks.
All right, nice working with you.
Every voice matters. Every story inspires. From survival to strength. Remember, every day is a new day. So don't take anything for granted.
Be sure to visit our website at marktherapies.com, and also follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube at M.A.R.C Therapies to stay up to date on all things M.A.R.C.